He crazy, I don't know what. Alright, it's 7 o'clock. I'm not gonna wait. I never wait. I'm gonna just record this now and I'm gonna upload it to YouTube and y'all can watch this later. It's really up to you. I just wanna get a word in. Can I get a word in? Can anybody get a word in when they talking to Kenya Moore? No, you cannot. We're going to review episode 12. Hello to whoever watching. What's up, y'all? Cone, I see you. Hey, y'all. How doing? I see y'all. We're going to review episode 12. Last week's Real Housewives of Atlanta episode. I'm about to talk some trash. Not really, but... because this episode was long. I'm trying to pull it up on my laptop. Hi, Cone. Did you watch last week's episode? Where is it? I can see a little bit. That's good. Oh my God. I know y'all watched last week's episode. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't even be in my live right now. Girl, Cone. Oh my God. I just got to speak my mind. I got to say what I need to say and get this off my chest. I'm tired as I don't know what. I wasn't even going to do this tonight, but my husband was like, nah, you got to push through. You can't let him down. You done already put the word out that you going live, so you got to do it. So I'm here. I'm tired as I don't know what. I've been working, and I'm exhausted. Like, I was just going to eat that bomb dinner that I made and get in the bed. Like, that's how I feel. I'm so tired. So, when this is over, I'm getting in the bed. But I'm about to speak on this. Oh, my God. I'm drinking water, too. That ain't no liquor. Not this week. No wine for me. I was tore up last week. I wrote down some notes too because like this episode was like extremely long and it just was the longest episode in history. Oh my God. So the scene starts with Portia, her mother, and her sister and them in the kitchen or whatever. I give it to Portia's mother and them. They all look good. Like the mother look good. Portia look good. Her sister look good. They look like triplets. And you know what I'm saying? I just love their energy. Like, I could be around them. I could hang around them. Like, they cool. I like all of them. I love the mother. Like, the mother is, like, super dope. Like, she fly. She's sweet. She keep it real. She straight up. And, you know what I'm saying? She don't be playing. Then they, you know, they chime in on Drew and her husband or whatever. Drew over there, you know, rehearsing a song. Because I guess she going to sing at Cynthia's wedding. And I'm like, how you going to sing at Cynthia's wedding? Like, yeah, how long you know Cynthia? Like, Cynthia, where are your other friends at? Like, do you have any other friends outside of the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast? Because all of them was in your wedding. Like, all the Real Housewives, all of them was in the wedding except Portia. Portia, the only one, Cynthia ain't that be in her wedding. But all the rest of them was in the wedding and her sister. Like, where's your other friends? Like, you don't have no friends outside of the show. Like, you never see Cynthia with nobody. So I was shocked to hear her call Drew and be like, you know, Drew was like, I'm rehearsing the Monica song to sing at your wedding. I'm like, what? Are you seriously going to sing at her wedding and y'all just met each other however many years ago? I don't know. Cynthia do, like, just meet people and just be friends with them, like, off breaks. Like, that's just what Cynthia do. And Kenya called her out about it one time and was like, you always picking up strays. You stay picking up strays. That's what Cynthia does. Like, she'll be friends with anybody. Like, with anybody. Cynthia was trying to meet up with her mother. You know what I'm saying? To try on dresses because the dress that they got for the mother don't fit or it ain't coming one way or another. It didn't fit. So they got to find her mother a new dress for the wedding. The mother don't even act like she want to go to the wedding. Like, the mother just, like, if your father gonna be there, damn it, I'm gonna cover my eyes. I'm gonna have a mask over my eyes because I don't want to be around him or anything. But, like, that's her father. Like, you can't tell her to choose between you and her father to be at her wedding. Like, that's selfish as I don't know what. And whatever y'all went through when she was younger, that don't have nothing to do with her. And you should allow her to have a relationship with her father, no matter what. Her father should be there. If he alive and they cool, he should be able to come to her wedding. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Marlo was calling everybody or whatever to invite them to the little harvest thing that she was having at the pumpkin patch or whatever that was. So they all got the phone calls or whatever. Then Kenya calls her father. Now, early season, Kenya father been on the show. I mean, this man don't take no mess, young. This man will cuss you out. He told Kenya her feet was ashy. He ain't like her house. That's the best she could do. Like, Kenya father go hard. He don't got no cut cards. Like, for real. Her father will tell her straight up, that ain't shit. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how her father is. So she called her father, whatever. Tell her father, you know, Mark filed for a divorce. Her father like, well, I mean, what do you expect? Like, you've been married to him for 3 years and half of your marriage, he ain't been there. He ain't been with you. And then, you know, she was like, well, you know, he filed for a divorce and he wants alimony. And her father like, well, any man that wants your money don't want you. But she's so delusional. She's like, you know, maybe we could work it out. Maybe we could go to therapy or whatever. Like, come on, your father is telling you that this man only wants your money. Like, he don't care about nothing else. All he wants is your money. Like, what would make you think that this man want you? Like, come on. You can't be that foolish and naive. Like, it's insane how blind Kenya is to her own problems, but when everybody else marriage is going through something, like, she got all the answers. You know what I'm saying? She got all the answers for everybody else's situation except her own. And like, she just digging herself deeper and deeper. Just get a divorce if you married. Like, your father said, you know what I'm saying, he ain't even never met your husband. That's crazy. And then, like, she said that the reason I didn't introduce, you know, I didn't, you know, have my father and him at the wedding is because I didn't think they would get along. Mark would get along. Okay, but so why would you marry somebody that your family don't get along with? Why would you go off and marry a man that you've never even introduced to your father or any of your family members? Like, that's some wild, crazy stuff. Like, I'm not going to marry you and you don't get along with my family, like, because I'm big on family. You know, but that comes into play with Kenya and her family. Like, she didn't really have a family. You know what I'm saying? Her mother left her and just abandoned her as a child, is what she say. So she don't really know, you know what I'm saying, about real family structure and stuff. Like, that man lives in New York City. Like, he do not live with you. He's never lived with you. He didn't even live with you a year while Brooklyn was growing as a 1-year-old. Like, he curried it. And like, your own father is like, that man don't love you. Like, you need to get the divorce, cut the cord, keep it pushing. Like, you're not too old to still find love. Like, she acting like she got to hang on to this man for dear life. Like, he the last man in the world. That man don't want you. He don't want to be with her. And it's like, she was speaking on, you know, going to therapy or whatever. Like, she really do need therapy, because anytime, you know what I'm saying, you let somebody keep doing this over and over and over and over and over to you, and you keep taking it back, it's something wrong with you. It really is. That's with anybody. Like, you got to look at yourself. Like, if a person constantly hurting you, putting you through stuff, and they not changing, like, cut the cord. Like, don't think for a minute that you ain't never going to be in another relationship, or God ain't going to ever send you somebody else after them. Like, it's love and life after that. Trust and believe. Don't stay with nobody just because you don't want to, you want to be there for the kids. Yeah, you can be there for the kids, but y'all ain't got to be in the same household. Like, you can take care of your kids and not be with that person, because that's more stress on you. You're not living your life. You're not fulfilling your life. You know what I'm saying? If you stuck somewhere that you really don't want to be at with your children. And so, you know, I think that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to save face, you know what I'm saying, and stay with Mark. just to say I'm with my child's father. But man, F all that. Keep it pushing. She asked her father, you know what I'm saying? How is it that you and, you've been married 39 years? He was like, I've been married 39 years because, communication is the key. Like, you need to be able to communicate with your partner. And like he said, your partner should be your best friend, period. Not saying you got to literally go marry your best friend, but who you planning on spending the rest of your life with, growing old with, building brands with, balling out with, making money with, should be your best friend, period. Your partner should be somebody that you can do any and everything with, period. And don't settle, like, for real. Now, if a person is willing to grow and willing to change, then that's cool, but you know what I'm saying? Don't settle just to be married. Like, nah. Make sure you marry who you want and get everything you want out of that person. That way you ain't got to go out and do no stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, you know what I'm saying? That man don't want her. She tripping. And, it sucks that, you know what I'm saying, Kenya don't have nobody. Like her aunt, her cousin, and them, they don't even come on the show no more. Like, where have they been the last 2 seasons? You don't even see them no more. Like, she don't have no family. She don't have nobody to lean on. And I get what she's saying about, you know what I'm saying, be her village. She ain't got no village. But, like, you burn bridges. Like, nobody ain't going to want to help you if you burning bridges with people and you backstabbing people. Like, no one trusts you now. Like, you ain't going to have no help. Yeah, I see you. But yeah, you can't burn bridges with people and then they expect for people to help you. But it's just sad that how her family, you know what I'm saying, would stand behind her mother, for not seeing her when she was little. That was messed up. Like, how y'all gonna just like lie and hide and, you know what I'm saying, keep her from her mother? That was messed up. So I wouldn't trust none of them because they would do something like that. They would do anything. So, I don't know. She said that, Mark took back the divorce in 12 hours, talking about he only retaliated because she tried to have him served for custody or whatever. I'm like, girl, I didn't read none of that. I ain't see that nowhere. You lying. Like, girl, he ain't retaliating on nothing. He really sent you divorce papers. He really don't want you. And once she get that through her mind, you know what I'm saying, she'll be better. But her and Drew meet up at some restaurant. Now, these two, I don't even know why they even met up with each other because they can't stand each other. They don't like each other. Like, I'm not meeting up with the enemy. I'm not going to do that because that's a setup to go to prison. And I don't want to because things could go left. You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't do it. But, of course, they met up because of the show. They on the show. They get paid millions of dollars to go meet up with their enemy and talk trash. So that's what they did. So when Kenya woke up, it's like all these, hey girl. And I'm like, those are the fakest hey girls I ever seen in my life. Like, y'all ain't even, you know what I'm saying, faking it. Like, y'all are crazy, for real. Like, trying to pretend like y'all cool with each other. And y'all not. But, they sit down or whatever. They ordering drinks and stuff. And, they start talking about the trip, how everybody's still talking about it. And then so Drew was like, I'm still upset that, you know what I'm saying, you didn't let us know that, you know what I'm saying, you was bringing your daughter. I would have loved to bring my daughter. I was sad because I couldn't bring my daughter. And Kenya was like, well, you still talking about that? Like, I already told you that I can't speak about that situation, so I don't know why you keep bringing it up. But then I'm like, how is it that you can't speak on your daughter when that's your daughter? You got custody of her. You've been raising her since birth. How you can't speak on your own child on TV? Now, that's crazy. Now, Mark is vindictive as hell because he's not even letting her show the child, put her in no little commercials for the hair care, like be on the show or anything. He making them blur her face out for everything. So he is not playing with Kenya, but that's crazy. Like, you brought your baby on a trip. Nobody could even see her. So, of course these other girls going to feel away because they couldn't bring their baby. And then you ain't even tell them you was bringing your baby. So, of course, Drew is feeling away. And so, and then, Drew was like, I don't really understand this flip-flopping, you know what I'm saying, among the group because one day y'all like each other. Then the next day y'all can't stand each other. Then y'all get around each other. Then y'all laughing and everything. She like, I'm confused. She like, you told me that you and Latoya was renting a private jet to fly to South Carolina and not to tell the girls. So that's some sneaky stuff anyway. Like, why would you tell me, a new person to the group, something about your friends and then tell me don't tell nobody? Like, really? That's some snaky looking stuff anyway. Like, you was a Bama for that. So, of course, Drew like, when they get to the dinner or whatever with Drew house, Drew like, yeah, well, they renting a private jet. So I guess Kenya like, Drew is a backstab because she told them that she got a text message saying don't tell the girls. Like, why would you not tell your own friends you renting the jet? Because you sneaky. That's who you are. So why are you mad at her for that? Like, own it. Just be like, yeah, I brought my baby and I didn't say y'all could bring y'all kids. I should have said it. I should have asked y'all, but I didn't. So be it. Won't you just own that? Like, you want everybody to own who slept with Bolo or whatever. Like, own that. So Drew trying to explain, Kenya cutting over her, over talking her, won't let her get a word in edgewise. So Drew starts singing, fake singing, even though she say that she was practicing for the wedding, her melodies and stuff or whatever. So Kenya starts singing back, Drew singing, Kenya singing back. They looking crazy as hell out there, singing back and forth, arguing instead of talking like some grown women. That was crazy. Like, I'm like, y'all need to stop. Like, for real. So Drew like, Kenya snapping her fingers like, get the check, 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 check. And so the waitress girl come over there and then Kenya talking about, oh, we gonna split. No, I got the check. Drew like, nah, we gonna split the check. Bitch, I don't need you pay for nothing for me. And that's the vibes I got. Like, nah, I pay for my own food. You don't like me, so what the hell you want to buy me something to eat for? I don't need your money. And then Kenya was like, only broke bitches split checks. Like, for real, I love my friends to death. But if it's more than two of us, man, I'm not about to pay everybody way. I ain't balling like that. Like, we always split the check. You know what I'm saying? Even when I go out to eat with my mother and them. Like, unless it's just me and mama, and she like, I got you, or I'm like, Ma, I got you. But if it's multiple, man, I'm not paying for all of that. You're not about to, and then I'm not going to do it at the ass end of it. Like, if I know I'm going to pay for something, I'm going to know on the break that, yeah, we all going out to eat, and it's on me. You know what I'm saying? You going to already know that, but you ain't about to spring that on me at the last minute. Oh, nah, I'm not paying for everybody's food. So they split the check. Kenya was like, that's so ghetto. You know what I'm saying? She ain't never split no check before. Whatever. What else? Cynthia and her sister Mel ride in the car. They talking about the mother, the daggone dress too daggone big. Her COVID wedding that she is so, ecstatic about. You know what I'm saying? Could just, a hurricane could run through it or whatever. But, like, for me, like, when I got married, like, I just wanted to marry my husband. Like, it was what it was. I wasn't really geeked up or hyped up about the day. Like, this big, huge extravaganza. I wasn't. I just wasn't. I feel like in, our 10 year or whatever, we'll do it big. But at that moment, like, I just loved my husband. I just wanted to marry my husband. No matter what, cool house, it didn't matter where it was. Because I was like, we got true love, so we can always remarry and go get married on the island or, you know what I'm saying, do it how we want. But, you know what I'm saying, we had other goals and stuff. So, we were trying to get to where we are right now. So a big wedding wasn't, in the books. That wasn't smart at the moment. So we did what we had to do. And we're married, like, a lot of people focus a lot about the wedding day. Like, it's not about the wedding day. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are like, no, I don't want to have a wedding if I don't have my dream wedding. Like, you can always have your dream wedding. It really doesn't matter. Like, just get married. You know what I'm saying? Do it. Just do it. If you want to do it, just do it. Period. But they in the car and page 6, an article came out on page 6. They released the article that 2 castmates in the Real Housewives of Atlanta girls trip had relations with a male stripper. So somebody leaked it to the press. Somebody called page 6 and snitched. So when they got to the little harvest that Marlo was throwing, You know what I'm saying? Candy walked up and was talking to Marlo. She was like, yeah, girl, you know that somebody leaked the information, leaked all the business about the party. Girl, the page 6. Marlo was like, who was it, girl? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I wonder who it was, girl. Scroll so we can see who it was. So Kenya shows up. So they tell Kenya. Kenya was like, well, it wasn't me. I don't do page 6. Now, had it have been TMZ or whoever the other person was, then maybe. Then she was like, but Marlo is good friends with page 6. So like just threw Marlo under the bus, and they just got back friends a week ago. Like, you just got back friends with this lady, and you just gonna throw her under the bus and say she was the snitch that called the goddamn newspaper or the blogs and told them what happened in the house. So the blogs were saying that somebody who was in the house let them know exactly what happened in the house. So Kenya gonna lie and say, well, no, what happened was somebody who was at the party told one of their friends, and then one of their friends went to page 6 and leaked it. I'm like, girl, it was you. Whole time. You don't like Portia, and you don't like Tanya. You called her the C word. So I know you don't like her, and you've been gunning for her for the last 2 seasons. Now, Tanya done left and went to Canada. She done, you know what I'm saying, rolled out on y'all. She done jumped ship, went to Canada, said F Real Housewives of Atlanta. She ain't never coming back. Y'all lying on her, even though she put herself in the room with Portia and said they was up at 5 a.m. eating snacks. Bolo left at 7. So, like, that's a little strange. But, like, she threw her own self under the bus. But, you know what I'm saying? Shamia shows up. They tell Shamia, which is Portia's best friend. Shamia, page 6 got the article about the stripper gate, the dungeon party. And then, you know, Marlo asks, I want to know who had sex with the stripper. I want to know who slept with the stripper. Shamia was like, well, whoever keep asking is the one who slept with the stripper. Like, y'all so pressed. Like, why is this? What is going on? Like, why is y'all so pressed? Was it your vagina that was used? And you feel like, you know what I'm saying? You need to get back at somebody because it wasn't your private parts that was used in that situation. So I don't even understand what the issue is. But Portia didn't even show up yet. Portia done got lost. Done drove an hour and a half away from where they supposed to be at. She didn't get there till dark time. Candy left. Kenya left. Drew left. All of them left the harvest because they said it was dark and they couldn't see. And they wasn't about to be out there driving that far in the dark. So Marlo, Shamia, and Drew stayed back waiting for Portia to pull up. Portia pulls up. They all standing around laughing or whatever. So Marlo said to them, she was like, yeah, you know, ever since I've been back friends with Kenya, I feel a little shade from y'all. And I'm like, of course, Marlo, like you back friends with somebody who came and ruined your hair event, embarrassed you, like, and now you're her best friend. Like, come on now. That's the enemy. You friends with Portia, and now you friends with her enemy. Like, nah, you can't be doing all that flip-flopping and stuff. I don't like that Marlo does that. I honestly don't even know why she's still on the show. Because she Nene's friend anyway. She ain't even none of their friends. Nene brought her on the show. But, you know, Marlo just like, y'all can't be acting funny towards me because I'm now Kenya friend. Like, why not? Like, now you acting shady. Talking about you want to know who slept with Bolo. Like, you wasn't asking none of those questions before. Like, now Kenya done got in your ear, and now you kissing ass, and you know what I'm saying, you on her line. But Portia and them is not feeling that. Like, you're not about to keep being my friend, then going to be her friend when you know this broad don't like me. Like, come on now. That's some shady stuff. And Marlo, I love you, but you wrong for that. Like, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. I don't like that Marlo did that. Like, I'm like this. If I'm done with you, I'm done. For real. If you bold enough to come and ruin my event or try to ruin my event, I am done with you. There is no more coming back from that. I am so sorry. Ain't no coming back from that. But, you know, Candy, Todd, Drew, and Don Juan all was eating or whatever. And they was talking about, you know, Kenya getting served with divorce papers or whatever. And Candy was like, well, you know, she don't really want nobody to know. And I'm like, well, you just told it. Like, you stay slipping up. You stay telling stuff you ain't supposed to tell that people don't want nobody to know. You always telling that on camera. Like, that's crazy. But, you know, she said that she told Kenya to, you know, get a prenup. But she didn't do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? She didn't do it. And then Cynthia, Candy telling Cynthia to get a prenup too. And then she ain't even get no prenup. She like, we ain't even gonna get no prenup. Like, really, Cynthia? Like, you just divorced Peter. And you saw how bad that divorce was. And you see what Kenya going through. Like, why would you not get a prenup? Like, that's crazy. Like, these new mergers and stuff. Like, me and my husband don't need no damn prenup. We was both broke when we met each other. Damn, a prenup. We're going to get money together and build together. So, it's going to be half and half. 50 and 50. God forbid we ever go our separate ways, which I know ain't going to never happen. But, you know what I'm saying? We getting half. Ain't going to be no 50-50 because we building this together. But if I came in with $1 million, you know what I'm saying, and we built after that, then, no, we're not going to split my million. Like, we're going to split whatever we built together. So, yeah, I agree. She should have got a prenup, but she going to tell me she going to get a post-nup and some crap. I don't know. But, you know, Drew and Shamia and Portia and them was in the store shopping or whatever. And Drew was like, yeah, well, you know, maybe, you know, Portia, maybe you and Kenya, you know what I'm saying, could be friends one day in the future. And Portia was like, that shit, she'll never be my friend again. And I agree. Like, why you want to be friends with somebody you beat up? I wouldn't want to be friends with nobody I beat up. Because I'm going to always be thinking, you're going to try to get me back one day. You're going to wait till I get drunk or tore up. And you're going to take advantage of me. You're going to beat the shit out of me. So, no, I ain't about to be friends with my enemy. Or be friends with somebody I done beat up before. Like, we can be cordial. I can speak to you. You know what I'm saying? From a distance. But I ain't going to be no hanging out. I ain't about to be hanging out. But, you know, then Kenya goes to the therapy. The show is ending with Kenya in the therapy office with the therapy lady. And, you know, she's telling the therapist or whatever, you know, that she had a really bad childhood. Like, her childhood was ruined. You know, she was in a relationship at 15 with an older man that was like, I don't even know how many years older than her. And, you know what I'm saying? He abused her. You know what I'm saying? Her mother wasn't there. And, you know, she didn't have her family. Her family, you know, kept her away from her mother. You know what I'm saying? So, like, she really had been through it. You know what I'm saying? A little piece of me feels sorry for her. And, you know what I'm saying? I wish her the best. But in order to get the best, like, you got to treat people better than that. Like, you can't go around here, you know, with the devil on your back and then be trying, you know, get all this attention and all this love from everybody else. Like, don't nobody live like that. You're not going to be mean to me and then try to get love from me. Like, no. It don't work like that. And that's basically, you know, all she can do is like just grow from her pain. You know what I'm saying? Teach her daughter something different. Love on her daughter the way that her mother did love on her. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep dwelling in the past. Like, you 50 years old. And I know, you know, there's no time limit and no age to when you're supposed to like forget or you know what I'm saying, let go of something. But like, you gotta try to live a normal life. You gotta try to like be happy, like, because that misery will kill you, like, for real, slowly but surely it will kill you. And if you just wallowing in misery, like, how you gonna raise your daughter? How you gonna teach her to be a strong black woman? You know what I'm saying? If you aren't strong. So, you know what I'm saying? I wish her the best. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that she is the way she is and that, you know what I'm saying, she don't know no better in my eyes. So, like, I just, you know, wish that somebody would just grab hold of her and just, you know, sit her down and tell her straight up, like, dog, you need to change. Like, sometimes, you know, that's what a person needs. Somebody to just grab them and be like, you know, you need to change. Like, you got to do better. Like, it's a better life out here for you than that. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have people like that, but I wish her the best. I wish she would stop being so messy, stop worrying about everybody else's business, and focus on herself and her daughter. Like, because once she divorced Mark, like, she could get back to, like, being free and living. You know what I'm saying? Girl, like, you holding on for dear life. Like, it ain't no more left, honey. You got to let it go. But, yeah. That's all I got for tonight, y'all. I am so exhausted. I'm tired. I'm ready to get in the bed. I've been working. Me and my husband did 2 episodes yesterday of Real Love, No Rules. I worked, I made jewelry. I mean, I've been getting it in. So, like, I'm exhausted. And I appreciate everybody who came in this live and, you know what I'm saying, listened to whatever it was I had to say. I appreciate all of y'all. Happy Sunday to y'all. Tune in at 8 o'clock to watch episode 13 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I will be back here next Sunday at 7 p.m. live again to talk about it, say what I feel, give my opinion. I hope all y'all have an amazing work week. Don't forget to go shop at Loveisalifesytleinc.com. We got a lot of new stuff over there. We got BOGO, 30% off all apparel now to April 1st. Then, you know what I'm saying, we got a spring summer collection coming. We got a lot going on over there, y'all. This video will be uploaded to YouTube. So if you missed it over here, you can go over to my YouTube page and rewatch it with no static, no nothing. It's lit. We lit. I'm lit. I'm out. Peace out, y'all.